he refuses to do that. He won't do it. And it's not like no one suggested. I've suggested to him 3 times, including in private at a cocktail party in Dallas last year. What are you doing, man? Don't you have a National Guard? Why don't you seal the border? Oh, it's very complicated. No, it's not. No, it's not. If someone's trying to break into my house, it's not complicated to repel the person. Do you have a firearm or don't you? Are you willing to defend your house and your children, or aren't you?
Tucker Carlson recently had some words about Governor Greg Abbott. What do you think about this? Check this out.
How many Texans do you think are all on board with letting 7 million people cross into their state illegally? What percentage? Zero. I don't care what your race or national origin. Nobody is for that. That's insane. Has the governor of Texas done anything meaningful to stop that? No.
Now, he's making some good points. You think about it. 7 million people come into our nation, or have come into our nation. I'm not sure what the time frame is, but definitely during the Biden administration, because he's, as I said in other videos, he's basically opened the door to allowing these people to come in illegally. God forbid we focus on the people who are attempting to come here the right way, come enter this country reasonably, rationally, honestly. But yeah, we're going to open the border, allowing God knows who to enter into our country. We don't know their background. We don't know their medical status. We don't know if they're a terrorist organization. We don't know what their criminal history is. But yeah, we're going to open the door to that large of a number of people with almost no information on who they are. Sex traffickers, drug dealers, drug traffickers. God only knows. And I'm not saying that everybody coming across the border is like that. I'm sure that a high percentage, possibly even the majority of people coming over, are good people who honestly want a good life. And I'm not knocking them for desiring a good life, but there's a way we go about it. And all this will do in our nation is cause harm, because minorities, in particularly Black males, will be losing out on positions. I've said it time and time again on my videos. I'll link an article, a Washington Post article, maybe another, or not Washington Post, LA Times article. I'll link in the comments section below that demonstrates that. And this is nationwide. So, and all the problems we have here, the mental health problems, the homeless issues. We have so many people, all the veterans that are homeless, all the children that are homeless, that we haven't been able to take care of here in our own country. And now we're going to open the door up to 7 million more people coming in. That's just stupid. It's just irrational, honestly. You can love on people from a distance. You can try to help other countries rise up. And you don't have to open the door to everybody, especially when you're hardly taking care of home.
The Republican governor, he's got a National Guard. He's the commander-in-chief of the National Guard, and it's Texas, so they're all large. And they have double-stack magazines in their sidearms. You think they couldn't stop that in a week if they? Of course. Just assemble along the border. We're not doing this.
Now, I honestly wonder why he hasn't done anything. He's put them on buses and planes and shipped them to different states, but you're really not doing anything to really fix the problem. You really aren't, because they're still coming into our country. They're still placing a burden on our nation's economy. They should be shipped back. But I know there's more to it than simply doing that, because you'll have to deal with the Biden administration. But honestly, his state is being impacted. And in a constitutional republic, he has a lot to say on how his state is impacted.
No, he refuses to do that. He won't do it. And it's not like no one suggested. I've suggested to him 3 times, including in private at a cocktail party in Dallas last year. What are you doing, man? Don't you have a National Guard? Why don't you seal the border? Oh, it's very complicated. No, it's not. No, it's not. If someone's trying to break into my house, it's not complicated to repel the person. Do you have a firearm or don't you? Are you willing to defend your house and your children, or aren't you?
I think Tucker makes a great point. Knowing the impact that illegal immigration, the border, has when it comes to drugs, fentanyl coming into our country, the millions of people who have been impacted, who have been harmed by that drug, the thousands of lost lives, if not more, as a result of drugs coming into our country. He should be doing everything in his power to shut that down, honestly.
Well, it's more complicated. Really, tell me how. Speak slowly so I can understand. It's not more complicated than that. It's more dishonest than that. You're lying to me. You don't want to do it because your donors don't want you to do it. It's that simple. Greg Abbott. Liar. Liar. And worse than liar, betrayer of your own people. That's what that is.
Now, you know, the mainstream media is going to spin this whole conversation that he's being racist. No, that is not racist. That's just being real. Who would open the door up to strangers, a ton of strangers coming in and flowing in and out of their home without a trace of who they are? A fool. Only a fool would do that.
I was polite at the cocktail party, so I didn't say any of that, but I fumed internally like an Episcopalian. I thought those things. But the point is, if you assume that just because everybody wants something, you're going to get it, think again, pal. It's very likely that, in fact, you won't get anything that you want. You will just pay for what a small group of other people want. That's the way it works. Boo. Boo is right. Boo is right. It's not just frustrating. It's a betrayal of the core promise of the country, which is the people rule. That's a criminal act.
It's wild how him making that statement not that long ago, a few years ago, wouldn't even be considered controversial. Heck, Bill Clinton spoke about the border. I even think Obama spoke about securing our borders. But now these people don't care because they know ultimately that it will benefit them. Well, at least that's the hope, that it will benefit them politically. What are your thoughts on this video? Comment down below. I'd love to know what you think. But before you go, check out this video right here. I think you'll find it very helpful as well.